The fire happened on the third straight day of high fire danger in Colorado. Senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi is joining us now. And Chris, this is something to be concerned about because we've gone on without any moisture, and then those high winds today in a metro area.
Exactly right, Kim and Phil. One thing I also want to note, you may have seen some of the footage there a second ago. We're pretty darn lucky that fire did not do, if the winds had been another 10, 20 miles an hour stronger. Winds were approximately 40 to 50 miles an hour in the area of the Huron fire as that was ongoing. Point being here, folks, if those had been in the 60 to 70 mile an hour range, that very likely would have meant that neighborhoods would have been affected. So I just want to say, first of all, big thank you to the firefighters and the first responders who were there. Big old thank you. Number two, thank goodness those winds were not even 10 miles an hour stronger. And this could have been very, very close to disaster averted there in North Metro. Meantime, I think a common misconception about these fires is maybe people are saying, well, boy, we had that nasty fire today. Maybe the summer's gonna be a lot worse. I will say that in the eastern part of Colorado, including the Denver-Boulder metro area, winds tend to be strongest this time of year. So this is often our main fire season, so to speak here. My clicker's not working, but you get the general idea. Winds are strongest this time of year, and also this is the time of the year when we tend to see the driest conditions as well. Grasses are brown. That's when they're dormant, so it takes a little time for those grasses to kind of quote-unquote wake on up, and that usually happens in mid to late April, and that is the time of year when we tend to see that take place. Now, this year has been exceptional in the fact that we've had 37 different fire weather warnings. What that means is that this is the time of year where we tend to see those most red flag warnings, but we've had since January the 1st the most on record in terms of those fire weather warnings. That's because we've had that lack of snow. We're going to only have our second snowless February on record for us here in Denver. And 1 hour fuels, all that means here, folks, the grasses that surround a lot of the metro area, all they need, 1 single hour of sunshine, of it being completely dry, for those to be potentially combustible. Fire danger is more common this time of year than we think, and those fires can spread quickly with strong winds like what we had today. So, Kim, Phil, a couple of things to kind of take away from everything I've just said. Number one, this is the time of year when we tend to see that the most common in terms of that fire danger. It's usually this time of year. Number two is that this fire that we saw today could have been, unfortunately, a lot worse, but we're quite grateful and certainly fortunate that that fire stopped where it did there on the north side of the metro area.
Certainly rather be reporting that news than the alternative. Chris, thank you.